All right, so not the normal day today with this blue thing behind me, so a little disclosure. I don't know anything about Willys, okay? It's a 1942 Willys. It's got fiberglass fenders on it. It has a steel body, okay? It's got a great big motor in it, which we were told is a great big 454 motor. I could tell it is definitely a big block motor. It's got air conditioning hooked up to it. It's got a very interesting interior. It's in really great shape. Welcome to Celebrity Cars. We're located in Las Vegas at 7770 Dean Martin Drive. You got to come check us out. We've got Woody in here. We've got the Willys. We've got an old Buick. We've got Trans Ams. We've got Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Jeeps and Al Capone's 1928 bulletproof Cadillac. We've got the car that Tupac was shot in. It's unbelievable stuff. So come check us out next time you're in town. But yeah, this isn't something we'll get very often and something you'll ever see. So there you have it. Great big motor. I'm going to let okay, let me clarify in case you've never been to Celebrity Cars. I'm your living, breathing condition report. What does that mean? Well, in the old days we used to walk around within 2.5 minutes. Hey, there you go, there's the car. It doesn't work anymore. So we've got a company that follows us, shooting a video right now, and we go over the body panels and kind of pick them apart and make sure you know what you're buying in case you don't want to come see it. You just want to put on a truck and come to you. So I'm going to do my very best, not knowing squat about a Willys, okay? So I just wanted to be very clear about that. But I do know paint and its condition, if there's a scratch or not, if I see any rust laying around, all that kind of stuff. We're going to pick apart the interior, and this is a very old, long time build. You haven't seen it pop out of an auction anytime in the past. This is first time offered to the public in many, 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 many years. Okay, so here we have it. Great big motor. All of this area is very clean. Come over my left shoulder here. You look down into the headers down here. If you can come over just a little bit further and look down the hoe. Really nice paint. Tie wraps look nice for the cables, doing the best they could, keeping them away from the hot components. The blower all looks good. The carburetors look good. They look like they've been maintenanced and serviced. Alternator looks good. This all really looks great. Now over there, just in case you haven't checked it out, check over there against the wall. See way over there on the other side of the room against the wall? There's the hood, okay? You don't have to walk up, don't go over there yet. We'll go over there in a couple minutes. But I just want to let you know, just in case this video started off, you're like, hey, where's the hood? It's over there. Doesn't have a hole in it yet, okay? But it's over there in case maybe you want to lose the blower. You want to put that really cool hood on it. We'll go over the hood's condition later. But once again, all of this really looks good in here. It's nice and clean. Yes, it looks, I can see the frame rails down there. They have a little bit of dust on them. I'm calling it dust because it's not dirt. Is the paint glossy black? No. Is it very good condition? It certainly is. I don't see any rust down there. I don't see anything beating this thing up. The overall paint on the hood up here, okay. It's really in darn good shape. There's a little customization as far as the little paint things going on here. We have the builder of the car put his plaque there on the nose. He's very proud of this vehicle. But all this fiberglass up here, there's no holes poked in it. There's no great big scratches. There are scratches, real light ones. I can't even really pick any of them out. I don't even know how to. I think more of an issue that we should point out is small fractures in the fiberglass. I do know that there's one there. I saw another one early. We'll find it earlier. We'll find it together later. But while we're here, let's look at the passenger side front fender, and then we'll work our way around the nose. Okay? We've got a stamp over here for the car. Its serial number. There's a small mark in the fiberglass right here. You're not going to be able to do any better with that. Down here is a small mark in the fiberglass. That's going to stay the way it is. Your polishes and stuff won't be able to fix these two suckers, unfortunately. And here's that mark I was talking about, a little bit of in this fiberglass door right here. There's a little mark right there as well. but there's your steel, okay? All right, steel, it's good stuff. Okay, let's work back around the front. Again, we've got some wax in some of the cracks here, some leftover wax. As far as road wear is concerned, there's virtually none, but it does have, again, there's 1 or 2 marks. Just follow my finger here just for a minute, because I want to nail this down here for you folks. Really small split. See how big my fingernail is? Really small split right there. Follow over here. It's got a little marks right here. It had a little touch-up paint done on it. Done very tastefully. I didn't even notice that until now. Super small little mark right there. And as you come over here, there's a couple little marks right here in this location. But all of it is very, very minor up front here. There's a small split right there in the fiberglass, and there's a small split right there in the fiberglass. Very minor, but they're there. So it is what it is. Okay, let's continue on this front fender, driver's side front fender. All this paint looks good. I have stuff to talk about over here. Got just a little fingerprint here. Small nick in the paint right there. Small nick in the paint right there. A couple little itty bitty ones along here. Small scratch right here. Small scratch down here, same as on the other side of the car. And then we have a small abrasion, making sure it's not wax. A small abrasion, if you will, right there. Another small mark right there. Let's keep moving to get these marks out of the way. Maybe a small mark. I'm thinking it might be wax. Over here, small mark in the paint. There's one up here. The chrome molding looks good, folks. These chrome joints look good. A couple small scratches right here. This is obviously an obvious area to get road wear. There's a small scratch, it's a pretty good scratch. There's my fingers, and there it is. I'm not really sure if you can get this one out or not. It doesn't feel like I put my fingernail into it. It might be crud. I don't know. Call us about that one. We'll get back to that later. All right. Small marks in the paint right here. This stuff your local detailer might be able to get out, or the stuff you've got in your garage. I didn't mean to pass this portion right here, but all this looks really, really good. Nice solid blue paint. All the way down back here. Got to do a little cleaning down here. All this looks good. This area here, I normally, with some of these old cars, which I'm really not that big, and I know they have some gaskets in here, I always reach in to put my finger on them to see what they feel like, because normally they've got some moisture, because I think, they're rubber. It's pretty hard, but it looks like it's been there for a really long time, so certainly wouldn't mess with it. This rear chrome bumper, so far so good, looks really darn good. Just needs some love as far as some chrome cleaner. Even on the other side, over directly on the other side where a lot of this rusts normally, this just needs a good bath, but it'll probably look just as good as the other side, so that's good. Yeah, we just need some chrome polish on here. Now, while we're down here, come on over to this location here where the Willys. There's a split in this fiberglass right here that I want you to know about. There is a couple marks here on the rear trunk. We might as well get this out of the way. These are just abrasions, if you will, like something dropped and fell down a little bit. They're not real deep, and this has a good chance of getting eliminated by a good polish and somebody who knows what they're doing to shine this up. Over here on this side, except for a couple little marks and wobbles in the fiberglass, very, very minor, very, 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 very minor. Don't get all freaked out. It's really pretty darn smooth. I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to let the camera do the work. This is a good paint job, okay? It is the color, it's color, but it's no clear coat, it's no mirror finish, okay? It's just, it's a good solid color and is overall in good condition. A couple of little paint chips right here, another one right there. The rear glass on both sides look good. The rubber around both sides looks pretty darn good. Glass, metal. Ooh, fiberglass, okay. I think. Not sure. I'll go get my magnet in a couple minutes. Anyway, give us a call. You have any questions about this build? A couple of scratches down here. Back here looks pretty darn good. Maybe a little one or two back here. We're starting to get to the same conclusion here, folks. It's got some marks, but the good thing is none of them are huge and major. Just a couple little abrasions here and there. I mean, look, I'm all the way down here in the ground. I didn't even see them until I got down here. But just wanted to let you know that they're there, that's all. That's what's most important. Okay, and we find ourselves back over to where we started. I'm gonna hop up and get a good look at the roof and make sure there aren't any dings up here, and it all looks really good. Nice and blue paint. I've already looked up on both sides. I had to wipe it off, got some dust on it earlier, and we're in good shape. The windshield looks good over here too. Got some Willys gathering stickers and stuff when the gentleman that built this car had some time to enjoy it. Okay, let's start in the passenger side, why not? Okay, come on over here, over my right shoulder. We're just going to address what's here. This rubber molding, lots of moisture in it, in good shape. This one up top. The chrome, although it's got some fingerprints on it, I know is in really nice shape. This is beautiful. Beautiful ring right here. The wood paneling is what it is. It's all one solid piece of work. This is what was chosen to put in here. A little box. Looks like a General Motors for sure. A mirror, a window regulator. And you see it goes up. And we're in good shape. Door handle's nice and secure. Got obviously an aftermarket sound system in it with some Blaupunk speakers. Okay, I'm going to hold the door open while you get a good look in the passenger side here. Take a look at the carpet, the dashboard, sound system, gear shift knob, park brake. All of it is very well done. Obviously, this was done a while ago and still keeps its 70s and 80s format. As far as the time period of the build. The bench seat looks good. We'll look at that again in just a moment here. While we're on our way over, let's look in the trunk here. Carpet's in good shape. See the fuel cell lines working their way up front. Battery's in a good location. Couple extra wires laying around, but no rat's nests. Obviously, there's your gas tank. All the hoses look good. It's nice and clean back here. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, let's look inside the driver's side. Now, I'm going to hop in for a minute and explain to you what I don't know what everything is. Lots of cars coming in and out of here, so you got to forgive us. I got a switch with a box here. Not really sure what it's for, but it's on here good. It's not, it's not going to fall out. This probably has something to do with some racing. But by the way, did I tell you how fast this car is? It's so fast. I mean, you put the gas pedal down, and it's hard to, you push on it. It's got some weight to it, and then it finally goes. And holy crap! Have I said holy crap a lot of times? Very fast car. As far as I can tell, we're going to take it around the block real quick. But I think all these gauges do everything that they're supposed to do. But we're going to double check them. But the stick shift is good. The little leather wrap around it. It's all very clean in here. The headliner. All like concrete in here. There's a roll bar in here too. This is not messing around roll bar. It's a good roll bar. It's clean. I don't know what else to say. There's obviously no power steering, but it does turn okay. You are chasing the steering wheel. After all, it is a gasser, so you've got an interesting front end and suspension and all that kind of stuff. But it's nice and comfy in here. Plenty of room for two people. And it's an automatic, so you can get around just fine. Your visors are here. Oh, Young lady, great big mirror. Great big mirror for the wives to look at themselves. And you're in good shape. There you have it. I don't know where the air conditioning controls are. Oh, and just so you know, for security issues, the key goes in here. You have to lift this up in order to get it going. So as soon as it starts, you can let that go, but this is like its kill switch, so it won't start unless this is pulled up. These are the couple of things that I've learned about this. This is obviously your lights. You can see all the lights come on in the dash. I'll turn them off, I'll turn them back on again. That looks good. And I know that there's some air conditioning over here and some buttons here that probably operate that. We'll try and figure that out later. Other than that, man, this is pretty darn cool. Hey, we didn't get a chance to look underneath. So come on back here. Let's look underneath the back bumper real quick. See if we can see anything good down here. There's a fan installed down here, a cooling fan. The rear end looked like it was put in, I don't know, last week. The braking system, the shocks, all of it looks terrific. I mean, really terrific. The exhaust system ends at the rear end. So they got two mufflers and they end right back here at the rear end. It's a really, really pretty car. Really pretty car. I've already seen underneath the front. Let's go look real quick just for a second. I'm not real comfortable about putting this car up on a lift. I was kind of warned, you know, to really do the right thing with this. So I want to make sure. If you want us to call you and find out that the, you know, see if it has this, do it. We're happy to look it up for you. But in the meantime, there's just a little bit of dirt down here. This deserves a good cleaner. This bar across the bottom, the inside of the barrels of the wheels. But other than that, I can see the shiny exhaust system on its way back. You know, the bottom of the transmission, it's all clean. I see a lot of cables coming through over here. Come on over here on this side, if you would, and look right up through there to the back firewall. You see the light coming in and you see those cables in the back. They're all laid in there really nice. They're tie wrapped really nice. It's just a really nice build. I give it a 2 thumbs up for sure. Way cool. Okay. I'm a little nervous, but let's go for a ride. Okay, folks, so we're back in the 1942 Willys. We're gonna take it for a trip around the block, take a look at the gauges, maybe turn the radio on, make sure it works. Gonna go through the shift knob here. We're now outside. We can see the colors in here a lot clearer and how nice the paint is, and I don't see any new surprises. There's no paint scratches or you know, any of that stuff going on. Very minimal wear in here. Old restoration, but very minimal wear as far as I can see. Got speakers up here up at the top too. I didn't even notice that before. It's pretty cool. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna fire it up. Maybe you watch this procedure. Maybe you want this car delivered to you and you gotta figure out how to start it. It's got little things, okay? Key in the ignition. Right here is a kill switch. So if I turn the key, I get nothing. If I hold this up, oh yes. Okay, upon starting the car, we have good volts. I do know that the gas does work. We're gonna have to get around the block quick so we don't run out of gas. Temperature's good. The boost, I don't know what the boost is, but the boost gauge is working. The oil pressure gauge looks good. The RPMs are already doing its thing, and I'm pretty sure the gauge, the Stewart Warner gauge for the miles per hour is in just good shape as well. Okay, so my foot's on the brake. I'm going to do the automatic transmission into drive, and I'm going to shut up for a minute and let's see how this thing drives. Let's see how good the brakes are. 3, 2, 1. Hey, for a 1947 automobile to stop that fast, that's That's pretty darn cool. That's a 42, sorry, 1942 automobile, sorry. To stop that fast is pretty darn incredible. I do have a slight pull to the left while I'm driving. It might just be tire pressure, and it's just slight, so I don't mean to make a big deal out of it. I'm just letting you know what all's going on here. So let's continue around the building. I'm back on the gas. Now obviously I'm just driving this at the moment. I'm being a responsible adult, and all this horsepower in front of me here, we could cause all kinds of problems. But I'm not going to tromp on it, but you kind of signed up. I'm sure a lot of you fast forwarded to this part. Let's see what this thing can do a little bit, okay? So I'm going to get to about 25 miles an hour, hit this gas pedal a little harder, and let's see what happens. Yeah, that's plenty. That's all I'm going to do. Holy crap! You need some editing in here. I almost swore like big time. So, if you want a 1942 Willys that is just fast as hell, this would be it. I'm just looking forward to getting out of it, because like I said, this has got so much power. So you don't have to worry about that. It kind of sort of runs perfectly, folks. Just about perfect. I don't know what else to say. No, there's no air conditioning. No, there is an air conditioner up there. We didn't figure out if that works yet. Give us a call, and we'll go over the air conditioning and where the buttons might be. There's only a couple extra buttons in here, but I'm not really prepared to just start hitting switches. So we'll look into these things. Give us a call if you're really interested, and we'll be happy to help you out. 702-818-1031 or celebritycars.com, or get on a plane and come see us. See you next time.